As many of you know, there are numerous benefits of mediation. One of the paramount benefits is the space of confidentiality, which means that you're free to have communications and perhaps make offers or compromises that you would not otherwise make to test the scope of being able to reach a resolution in this space. It also gives you an opportunity to diagnose motivations, so to delve into important issues and interests and perhaps what's motivating the other party to continue with the dispute and or what might motivate them to resolve the dispute. So you can use this space to generate and evaluate options together and to negotiate. But one of the other things that's very important is the sense of self-determination that parties get from mediation. So I find that parties that have been involved in the outcome of their dispute and formulating what that is going to look like are more inclined to comply with it. So consider the alternatives before you attend mediation and what will happen if it's unresolved, and consider the time, money and stress, and also potential reputational damage that your client will face. The worst case, you attend mediation, doesn't resolve, but you've gained a better understanding of the issues and the other party as well as your client. So over the last couple of years, we've seen some very different changes to dispute resolution. We've all had to pivot and adapt and embrace technology, something that I don't think any of us thought we'd do as quickly as we did. We've managed to do something that would have taken years in the planning within a matter of days, and if not days, months, and got up to speed with technology, which is incredibly important. We also need to make sure that we familiarise ourselves with any tech. Some of the things that I think we've all learned in the last couple of years is take care that you're not on mute when you're speaking, or that you're not speaking when you prefer to be on mute. Make sure you have your offline chats offline, and don't forget to turn your cat function off. Importantly, many of us have had to realise how important the ability to adapt, but also be patient with technology. I think we all expect things to happen smoothly and quickly, but that's not always the case. And so if that happens, we just have to remain calm and persevere. Now, that is also true with how we communicate with one another, but how we resolve, I'll talk to you more about those tips in coming slides. But personally, I've found online dispute resolution has been embraced by clients and lawyers alike. Many are celebrating the reduced impacts on travel time, parking stresses, and time away from home in the office. There's less downtime. I've also noticed that there seems to be a reduced level of anxiety and stress in the process. It's definitely more difficult to have bravado and swagger and bluster on a tile than it is in a in-person mediation, but I think that's to the benefit of many parties. If you'd asked us whether or not we would like online dispute resolution years ago, as I said, we possibly would have said, oh, no, it's got to be face-to-face. But we're seeing that it's actually being embraced and there are excellent outcomes. So this has been explored in Singapore and Malaysia, where the benefits of online dispute resolution have been helping with backlogs of courts and tribunals where they're able to fast-track matters to mediation online in Singapore. And Malaysia's interestingly moving towards a mediate first pledge. So it'll be very interesting to see whether or not other countries get on board with that. In 2020, Baker and McKenzie and KPMG teamed up to actually survey practitioners and clients and judges from around the world. And what they were surveying was the future of disputes and whether virtual hearings and mediations are here to stay. The results revealed that this is seeming very likely. And interestingly, 95% of those surveyed reported their own online dispute resolution experience to be above satisfactory, which is excellent. Now, I've just put in below something that's worth watching if you need a laugh about post-lockdown returns to work. I certainly found Jimmy Rees to be a lovely light spark during the last couple of years.